Alrighty, people. My name is Ezra, and welcome back to my first diving video in a couple months. I have been just out of the water, taking a rest, working on the kayak, and getting that squared away. So, I figured today was a good day to hop in and get back in the water. I'm gonna throw on the gloves real quick and load up the spear gun first thing. Always got to do that because you never know what you're going to see on the swim out. Sometimes you see an 8-pound moo as you're just cruising, but if you don't have your gun loaded, then that's a problem. No monster moo today, but I'm going to take my first warm up drop here. Just kind of get down, get my body and my mind used to diving again. Again, haven't been in the water for several months, so I am definitely going to be rusty and just have to get down there and figure out the kinks again. Nothing of interest on the warm up dive, and while I was breathing up for the next dive, this little school of baby Nenues came in to check me out. And as I take my next drop here, I'm coming down, and right in front of me, sneaking into that hole, there's a little taco I saw. So I'm gonna go down, complete my dive, focus on possibly shooting a fish, but I'll go back and check out that taco in a second. And I got too distracted with this little school in Inuis to really look for any fish. So, next dive, gonna come down and tickle out that taco from his hole. Just be real gentle, not trying to spear him or anything, just aggravate him enough to get him to squeeze out of there, and he does. Now, I'm pretty sure this guy was plenty big to keep, but I don't catch taco that often and wasn't 100% sure, so when in doubt, let him go to let him grow. As I was looking around, I found this nice crack in the reef that I could stick my head into. Could see some decent fish swimming around in there, some menpachi, some convict tangs, and then I also could see some tawau or blacktail snapper cruising around at the back of the cave. So I'm trying to reach in and wait for one to give me a shot. But from where I'm at, I'm a little too far away, so I'm gonna back out, try again on the next drop. And here I got a better position, I'm closer to the fish, and I'm also leaning in with my left hand first. That way I'm exposing less of my body to the fish. And then I see these two tawau cruising from the left side of the screen, and I just wait for one to give me a decent shot. Hit him a little low, almost rips out, but good enough to hold. So as soon as I get him in my hands, I'm gonna brain him, put him out of his misery, make sure he doesn't suffer at all, and bleed him for the meat quality. Just cut that little membrane right behind the gills. Make sure I got some good fish to eat. And on this next drop here, I'm gonna come out to like 25, 30 foot of water, drop down next to this big isolated rock out here, and see if any good fish are lurking around in the murk. I'm gonna lay my gun down in the sand in front of me and do a little dusting with my hand just to see if I can attract any fish. But a whole lot of nothing, just some Veke and some Polani cruising around. So head up, go down for the next dive, and on this dive, I don't know why, I don't know what made me decide to take this dive and go look under this ledge, but something told me just go look down here. So take a glance to my right, don't see him on the first one, and I look back, and there goes a kumu shooting out of there. Pretty decent sized kumu, and I went around, looked at a couple more holes and under some more ledges to try to find him, but he was long gone. And as I was looking around for that kumu, I found this super eerie, dark cave to go stick my head in to see if anything else is home. But nothing home, so let's go check out the next spot. Down here once again, looking at some kalas off to my left there, and then I turn, look over here, got some more on my right, and now I'm just trying to decide which school has some bigger kalas. And then I see this big boy cruising from the right, so I try to swing the gun, but they do not want to know me. They start kicking away, so I decide to head them up and try again on the next dive. Find a nice little spot I can nestle down in the reef, get a little lower and hide a bit more of my body, and now I set up and wait. I can see the kalas moving in, I can see the big one just kind of cruising in the middle of the school, so I'm just waiting for them to clear the rocks and give me the right shot. And I hit that boy with a sniper shot right behind the eye, hit him in the spine or the brain, and secure some nice fish for the fridge. And of course, bust out the knife, bleed him real quick, surgeonfish family. They've got these nasty spines down by their tails, so cut those off so I do not get poked in the butt as I'm swimming around with this guy. Throw him on the kui real quick, and I was just thinking I could use one more little fish, and that would be the perfect ending to my day. And cruising, I see this little line up on him, and hit him with the sniper shot. These guys are so hard to hit because they're super skinny and usually super small, but managed to get a holding shot in this guy. Hit him with the quick brain spike and the quick bleed. Then I'm gonna throw him on the kui and take a second to admire my haul for the day, which is not bad for the first dive back, and only a short dive. I was only out here for like an hour and a half. But back in the shallows, I'm gonna get all these guys cleaned real quick, so slice the bellies open on them all, and pull out the guts here in the water. That way I don't have to do it at home. And also, when I do this in the water, all of the guts go right back to the reef, right back to the Ina. Everything gets to eat this day, including me. But just one quick video today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Peace out.